Okay, real quick, I'm gonna share some etymological um, meanings and um, what this word bless actually was meant to mean and how it was actually meant to be used and applied. And sometimes I pick words just on how I feel, or it might be something that I hear, or something that I know you know it affects people or people's hearts. Some things that are really um, deep inside the core of people, and especially our people, which again are the true Native American Indians. You know, those of us who are being labeled as blacks, African Americans. Okay, remember we are the true Native American Indians. So many of us, this word bless, it holds a very strong um, psychological, emotional um, feeling, or you know, this word is a very touchy thing. So as I speak on this, I also want to say that I don't want to hurt anyone, or I'm not trying to hurt anyone. It's just that you know we got to keep it real. If we, what does it truly mean when we say things like God bless, right? Or you know how we tie this word bless in with the word God. And by the way, remember the word God, or God, what God actually is, right? It's something referring to the elements within nature. Okay? God is not a person, a he or a she. God does not have a penis or a vagina. It's not a it's not a pronoun. It's not a he, him. You know, God is not some person, some alien up in space somewhere that's gonna come down to the earth, riding a white horse. You know, these things are foolishness. I mean, and then we're not children anymore. These are these are children ideas, and this is Santa Claus. you know, this is that this is stuff we tell children, or the stuff children you know um, believe and get into, because they're not able to think just yet. They haven't developed any critical thinking skills. So understand that these are this is all made up. As far as some man you know up there in space, you know some alien guy, and he's gonna come eventually. He's been coming for a long time. He eventually is gonna come, and he's gonna save everybody. Come on now. That's a bunch of nonsense. That's that cartoon fantasy, the Alice in Wonderland, Mother Goose. Come on. Anyway, so like I said, when you study this idea and this word called God, you'll see that it is referring to nature, the elements of nature, being able to call upon nature, right? Call meaning being able to utilize the various aspects of nature. Okay, remember now, this the word God is a transitive verb. It's not a noun, okay? It's a transitive verb, okay? This thing that we are calling God is something that you control. See, it's not something that controls you. It's something that you control. You tell this thing of nature called God. You tell it what you want it to do and don't want to do. See? So, again, like, if you don't know this, it's like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Wow, really? And you can some would even go as far as saying, this man's crazy. But if you haven't done that research, then you know that someone told you this stuff. You don't know this. Someone told you these things, and. Anyway, so bless. So whatever they had you believe in, or whatever thought you had on this word bless, okay? This word bless is really referring to blood, okay? Blood. Remember now, see, some with some